Hi kids. Am I recording? It looks like I am. So, I know a lot of y'all were startled by my bald head last week when I took off my toupee at the end of the show, and my bald head was showing. Well, see, when I was in the circus owns those clown looks, so this is my post-circus clown look. I still don't want to be out in public without makeup, but when I was in the circus, most of the time, we're on the wrong side here. Most of my years in the circus were spent looking a little more like this guy. Bald-headed with a funny hat. You can see I kept the mouth, I kept the outline of the mouth and the nose. So, yeah. There you go. I'm not going to show you all of this painting because it's pretty gory. Even that's not exactly the look that I had. Because that look is owned by the circus. All right. Now, I got a couple of letters. Well, a couple of messages. Actually, I got a whole bunch of messages, but we're gonna. So, Harold sent one of his thugs after me. I got a message here from somebody called Bones. I don't know if I'm going to read the whole thing, but Bones just said that word on the street was that I crossed paths with Mr. Harold Bigelow, and it would be for my own good. You best do what he says. Yeah. Otherwise, it may be a bad day at Black Rock for me. Well, Bones, I live in Red Rock country. Well, just north of Red Rock country. And, Harold, could you be any more of a pussy sending your street thugs after me? Hashtag Harold Bigelow kiss my ass. Okay. We also got a letter from a gentleman named Bubba. He's called Charlie Bubba when he was little. Mr. Murph, my grandson helped me get on the World Wide Web to send you this electronic letter. Already Bubba doesn't seem very hip. The other night I was half a case deep in the Budweiser beer. I'm guessing this was before the big brouhaha with Bud Light. As you know, Bud Light, trying to be inclusive and all, put some rainbows and shit on their beer, on the can, not in the beer, but on the can. And conservative folks, well, bigoted folks, are freaking out about a rainbow on their Budweiser can. And they're boycotting Budweiser, and they're like shooting Bud Lights right out of the air. Because by damn, they're not the ones looking at transsexual porn. Or so they really want us to think by shooting those Budweiser cans out of the air. Anyway, I fell asleep and the dang TV remote got wedged in the couch. I woke up to your video. Well, lucky you. Your son was probably watching Roblox videos on YouTube, just like my son. Or your grandson, I should say. Now I have to say, what I saw I hated. Oh. What in the hell are you doing? First off, you scared my socks off. You, sir, are not a fine red-blooded American. Well, actually I am. I was born in Reno, Nevada. Does it get any more American than that? I was born in the biggest little city in the world. I remember these old movies. You're as funny as a stomach pump? If these people could write better, I might be able to understand what they were saying better. When my grandboy comes back, he will help me find you in the WWW so I can videotape your ass and report you to the Better Business Bureau. Well, I'm afraid if you look at my About section on the YouTube there, I'm pretty much delivering exactly what I promised there. I got chunks in my brandy old fashioned. I didn't strain that out because, the orange and the cherry you smush up in there, and then brandy and bitters and 7-Up. I like those chunks of fruit, so I leave them in there. I don't strain them out. Okay. More double drinks and double features. I'll keep the rest to myself. Are you asking for more double drinks and more double features? 'Cause that I can do. Well, I'll sign off. Your sworn enemy. No, now, you can't be my sworn enemy, Bubba, 'cause I already have a sworn enemy, Harold Bigelow. You'll have to take a place in line. There's a queue to be my sworn enemy. And God-fearing American. God-fearing America, he wrote. Sorry, Bubba, but America's just not as God-fearing anymore as you think. Abraham Bubba Bartholomew Winston. P.S. God bless Texas. I should have known. I should have known. Howdy, kids. Tonight, we have a bloody kind of a vampire double feature from the 60s. Y'all remember the 60s? No, you don't. I barely remember the 60s. Because I was like 4 or something. Our first picture, Atom Age vampire. Now the 60s was still very much the Atom Age. Before your very eyes, the terrifying transformation of a man into a monster. For the fright of your life, see Atom Age vampire. Hold on, let me get my announcer voice. For the fright of your life, see Atom Age vampire. Suzanne Laure Albert Lupo, a Topaz film, yeah. Okay. Oh, look. My chair got in the picture. Last time I pulled over Ivy. Sorry. Ivy's not in the chair right now. Atom Age Vampire is a 1961 Manson Distributing Corporation picture. Directed by Anton Giulio Mahano. Okay. I think this is Italian. It's an English version of an Italian-made film about a sexy blonde dancer who has one of the phoniest car crashes in all of cinema. So you've probably all seen Orgy of the Dead. We'll use that as the bar. Do you remember the car crash in Orgy of the Dead? I mean, first of all, they're driving in the broad sunlight, and it's supposed to be night. Anyway, she emerges horribly disfigured. Well, actually, there's just a scar on, like, one side of her face. She is about to blow her brains out with her PPK. Mine's upstairs. I'm not going to go get it. A mysterious woman enters her room and tells her there is hope. Hope comes in the form of some cutting-edge experiments by the woman and her mad scientist boss. See, they ingest some drugs, some chemicals which alter the cell structure, then counter the side effects of the chemicals with a good old dose of radiation. That really hits the spot, right? So they do the same thing to our blonde dancer friend, and voila. She's as good as new. And the boss wants to do her. Cue sexual tension. As much as you could have in 1961. Somehow the cure fails, and the boss must perform grafting surgery to save her beautiful face. The skin graft, of course, comes from a girl that he killed. And he must keep killing until the cure takes. Meanwhile, the chemical he has ingested, I don't know why he ingested, maybe testing it on himself, but begins to take him over. First turning him into a, and we don't use this word anymore, I wrote this some time ago. First turning him into an imbecile. We still say imbecile, right? Then into a vampire / reptile / dog thing. You're going to have to watch, because I can't really explain that. While he fights to keep our blonde dancer from her true love, Pierre. Ah, Pierre. Okay. As you may have guessed already, this one's pretty bad. The girls are pretty, the dancers, but that's about all that's pretty about this picture. I wrote on there, watch the embalmer instead. Now the embalmer's still in the bucket. I haven't covered it yet. We'll get to it, hopefully. But you can go out there on your Roku or whatever you have, search the embalmer and watch that instead. Then by the time we get to it, you'll have an opinion on it. Okay. Adam Edge Vampire. 1. It's a one-ring circus just like the old days. Tonight on our first feature, Adam Edge Vampire. Now let's all go to the lobby and we'll make another one of those. Be right back, kids.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.